All right, team, let's dive right into this explainer. We're going to equip you, our marketing experts, with the exact personas, the deep pain points, and the hard data you need to go out there and sell HomeEstimator.ai. We are literally transforming how residential construction is priced and sold, and to market this effectively, we need to completely understand what our buyers are up against every single day. So, here's our quick roadmap for today. We'll be covering the $509 billion broken industry, our key players like GCs, remodelers, and builders, the realtor ecosystem, the absolute nightmare that is the homeowner timeline, our secret product weapons, and finally, the hard data for your campaigns. Let's kick things off with Section 1, $509 billion broken industry, and the estimating tax on literally every project. Think about that number for a second. $509 billion. That's the projected size of the U.S. home remodeling market in 2025. We're talking over 128,000 remodeling firms. It's a massive, vastly underserved target audience. Yet surprisingly, 78% of construction AI spend is just concentrated in the top 200 commercial firms. Mid-market and residential builders, they've been completely left behind, relying on generic tools or, worse, just manual spreadsheets.
Now, I really want you to keep this question in the back of your mind. Why on earth does closing one single deal take 326 hours? Because right now, contractors are burning through 3 staff members, an estimator, a salesperson, and an office manager, and over 300 hours just to close a single lead out of 100. That is a devastating 1% lead-to-close rate over an agonizing 134-day sales cycle. The current funnel is totally broken, and customer acquisition costs are soaring to $20,000 per project. It's wild. Moving right along to Section 2, GCs, remodelers, and builders, our primary ideal customer profile.
Let's look at the business owners wearing the estimator hat, the salesperson hat, and the firefighter hat all at once. Just listen to this real quote from an industry forum. I mistakenly added $75,000 to a $1 million project. Ouch. That brilliantly illustrates the visceral pain of manual spreadsheet takeoffs, where simple human errors destroy reputations and margins in an instant. Right now, estimates take days, they drift across different spreadsheets, and they completely break the moment a homeowner changes the scope of the project. And it gets worse. One colleague lost $150,000 on a single takeoff error for a pond in a housing development. Guys, when you're building your marketing campaigns, lean into this real pain. Estimating drift is costing these businesses catastrophic amounts of money. Pricing assumptions just live in someone's head. When the proposal says one thing, the contract says another, and the job cost report says a third, well, the team argues and the margins just evaporate.
So, what's the bottom line here? The crucial point is they desperately need a single source of truth. They need to quote like a senior estimator and close like a CFO. They have to produce defensible numbers incredibly fast without leaking their internal profit margins to the client. And honestly, that is exactly the pain HomeEstimator.ai solves with our backend-anchored pricing system.
All right, on to Section 3, Realtors and the ecosystem, or as I like to call it, the referral engine. Our platform isn't just a single-player tool. It's designed to bring the whole ecosystem together. Let's talk about how we bypass the paywall for a single analysis and create a viral growth loop. A GC can literally just shoot over a shared access invite link. This creates a co-branded, paywall-bypassed view for realtors and architects, making them a powerful automated referral engine. The realtor gets to provide instant renovation cost analysis to their buyers, and the GC, they get budget-qualified leads piped straight into their pipeline. So why does this matter so much for your campaigns? Because 80% of remodels happen within the first 12 months of a home purchase. By equipping realtors with HomeEstimator.ai, our GCs capture renovation leads at the absolute earliest moment. We're talking before the homeowner even closes on the property. If a home buyer knows exactly what an addition will cost before they put a bid on a house, they can buy with confidence, and the GC wins the job on day one. It's a total win-win. Let's flip the script in Section 4, the homeowner timeline nightmare, where we look at 8 to 22 months of pure friction. If we understand the homeowner's pain, we can market how our GCs are the heroes who swoop in and solve it. Imagine being the homeowner who said, my contractor went $175,000 over the original $240,000 estimate, putting us in significant debt. This absolute nightmare scenario is exactly why 47% of homeowners go over budget, creating this massive wave of distrust in the industry. Contractors frequently give lowball estimates just to win bids, knowing full well they'll make up the difference with change orders. It's an accepted but incredibly toxic industry norm. And this all builds up to a completely grueling timeline. We're talking about a homeowner spending up to $50,000 just on architect fees before they even have a clue if they can afford the actual build. In over 60% of cases, the first round of GC pricing doesn't align with those expensive architectural plans. So what happens? It sends everyone right back into super costly redesign cycles. Okay, so how do we fix this mess? Section 5, our secret weapons, the specific product mechanisms that set us apart. When prospects ask how we're different from their clunky spreadsheets, here's what you tell them. We've built a strict role gating layer. Super admins see the exact internal dollar costs down to the penny, while the client sitting right there in the room only sees a masked plus or minus 7.5% ballpark range. The mask itself is the message. A junior salesperson can share an investment grade view with a homeowner, completely protecting the contractor's internal cost structure and profit margins. The app itself relies on what we call Backend v2 as the absolute source of truth across 44 canonical cards. Think of it as a built-in checklist for literally every job, meaning the proposal, the contract, and the job cost report will finally agree. Project totals never drift on load, restore, or regenerate. We call this the one number everywhere value proposition. It's absolutely crucial. And our technical moat? This is exactly why generic CRMs and spreadsheet tools just can't catch up to us. We actually understand residential building rules, like the single kitchen constraint. Our AI is fully grounded in the contractor's own back-end rules. It doesn't just hallucinate prices. It processes over 250 edge functions, automatically adjusting for things like occupied home surcharges and volume discounts. Nobody else is doing it like this. Finally, let's bring it all home with Section 6, data for your campaigns. Let's talk hard numbers. Lock these before and after metrics into your memory team. This is your gold mine. The ROI here makes our product an absolute no-brainer for any GC. We are dropping staff hours by 80% and skyrocketing close rates by 5 to 8 times, simply by pre-qualifying leads with our estimator. Instead of wasting time on site visits for leads with zero budget, the homeowner self-qualifies right on the GC's website. That means the GC only talks to the 15 to 20 prospects whose budgets actually align with the scope. By weaving these data points together, we give GCs a crystal clear message. You do not need to hire more estimators to grow. You just need more salespeople. The platform compresses the sales cycle down from over 100 days to just 30 to 45 days, effectively unblocking their biggest revenue bottleneck. Economically speaking, the product just sells itself. We're replacing tens of thousands of dollars in wasted acquisition and staffing costs. When you look a GC in the eye and say they can save $50,000 to $80,000 a year by not needing a dedicated estimator just to sift through dead-end leads, a $349 monthly subscription basically becomes trivial. It's pocket change compared to the value. So, keeping all these massive pain points and our secret weapons in mind, here is my final question for you. Are we ready to help contractors stop defending their numbers and start defending their margin? How are you going to tailor your next campaign to completely disrupt this $509 billion industry? We have the ultimate tool to give contractors their time, their confidence, and their margins back. Now let's get out there and show them.